Hey guys, I haven't made one in a while, but I'm back here to make another one. Today I'm going to be talking about the 2005 World Series between the Chicago White Sox, my favorite team, and the Houston Astros, my other favorite team. So the White Sox went 99 and 63 during the regular season, swept the Red Sox in the American League Division Series, and beat the Angels in 5 games in the American League Championship Series, and the Astros beat the Braves in 4 games on that Chris Burke home run. That was another symbolic moment, and then beat the Cardinals in 6 games. But a symbolic moment for the Cardinals that year was that Albert Pujols home run to left field. Um, the Astros won it 5-1, I think, in Game 6. So Game 1, we expected a pitcher's duel between Roger Clemens and Jose Contreras. We expected all the games to be like 2-1, 3-2, 1-0. But in Game 1, the both teams scored early runs, but a symbolic moment was when Bobby Jenks struck out Jeff Bagwell to end the 8th inning. That was huge, but they struck out the side that inning. Cott struck out 2, and then Jenks struck out Bagwell. Then Bobby Jenks, his rise in Game 1 saved the game. Really, I think the Astros could have, won that game, but I think the White Sox take that one. All right, Game 2, probably um, the best of all the four. Um, so Emmonsburg, I think it might have been Lamb, hit a 2-1 homer. It was 2-0. Then the Sox made it 2-1, and then Craig Biggio dropped the ball in shallow right field, scoring a run to tie it at 2. Then the Astros went up 4-2, and then Paul Konerko hit a grand slam to make it 6-4. Jenks blew a save on a hit to Jose Vizcaino to tie it at 6. And then Brad Lidge, who had a terrible postseason, gave up a walk-off homer to Scott Podsednik, who had no homers during the regular season. Really, in that game, the Astros should have won it. Here's why. Biggio catches the ball, then who knows, maybe the next batter is out because they forced Creedy out second to get 2 outs. Next batter, I think, would be, I don't know, I think it would be Podsednik, I don't know. I think Uribe was batting ninth, so it would be Podsednik, and maybe he gets a base hit, maybe he doesn't. So there it's 2-1. Now, there was a bad call by the umpire. Ball glances off of Jermaine Dye's bat, and he said it hit him in the head. So maybe it was 3-2. Maybe Dye strikes out. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he walks. But if there was 2 outs, so if they would have called that a foul ball and he struck out, boom, it's 4-2. So then it would be 6-2, and Podsednik's home run would just be nothing. So the game would be 6-3, and the Astros would have won 6-3 if that Jermaine Dye call was right and he struck out. So Astros could have took that one. Andy Pettit, did an okay job. Not really. Bullpen kind of gave it up. So now, Game 3, John Garland, probably our best pitcher, who won, I think, 20 games that year. He gave up 4 runs. You're down 4-0, and then the Sox do what they've, done pretty much all season long. And gone up and took a 5-4 lead. Astros tied it at 5, and then it went to extra innings, and then Jeff Blum hit the 2-run homer. Really, at that point, I had no idea who Jeff Blum was. I was like, who's this guy batting? And then he hits a home run. So Jeff Blum's a commentator for the Astros now. Really, I think the Astros, they should have taken Game 3, so they should be up 2-1. So then Game 4, Brandon Backey against Freddie Garcia. We thought this would be another, 7-6 kind of game. It wasn't. It was 0-0 until the 8th. Then with a runner at third, Brad Lidge again gives up a signal to Jermaine Dye for a base hit. Makes it 1-0, and then that was pretty much it. in the bottom of the ninth with 1 out. The ball's hitting foul territory, and by Chris Burke, and Uribe dives into the stands and makes the catch. And then with 2 outs, Orlando Palmeiro, pinch hitter, hits a chopper to short, and Uribe just gets him out by a nice stretch by Konerko, and the White Sox have won the World Series. But the Astros didn't waste an amazing performance by Backey. They could have been up 3-1 in that series. Would the White Sox be like the Blackhawks and come back from being down 3-1? It's not that likely in baseball. So I think the Astros could have won the 2005 World Series. But the White Sox capitalized on mistakes, and that's what got them to that point. And I think you just knew that they were going to win the World Series by the moments they've had and winning games, close games. What AJ Pierzynski said was, he said we started the season winning 1-0, started the middle of the season winning 1-0, and we ended the season winning 1-0. So I think that was a good game. That was a good game. That game 4 was, I mean, the pitcher's duel we always expected. Now, if I could pick the best game, it would be game 2. Like I said, the worst game, I'd say would be, I don't know. I think the worst game would be game 1 because, I mean, Joe Cree, who is my favorite player, made some good plays, but I mean, there was nothing really special, any like moments, like a walk-off homer by a guy who is, regular season homers, a guy who had 1 regular season homer with a game-winning homer, and then a pitcher's duel. Game 4, I think it wasn't a bad game because I love pitcher's duels, and with 2 pitchers that, I mean, were in this whole circle. Ed Farmer, the radio announcer, radio commentator, color commentator, said that they were part of like a trade from Randy Johnson, and Garcia went to Tampa Bay, and then Garcia and Backey were trading for each other, and that kind of stuff. And now it was Garcia against Backey, and Garcia, I think he got the win. Yeah, he did. But does anybody give credit for Willie Harris for getting that hit? What if Willie Harris didn't get that hit? Who knows? Maybe the Astros would have won that game, and the Sox would have won in 5 or something. But the Astros, I think, if they would have made a game 2, the umpire kind of screwed it for him. But Biggio, if he would have caught that ball, who knows? Podsednik would have tied it at 6. But who knows? Maybe they win that game. Game 1, really, that was the only game I think the White Sox should have taken. Game 3, if they would have held on to that 4-0 lead, that would be good. And then game 4, if they would have gotten some runs, I think the White Sox would be doomed. And right now, I'd be talking about what the Sox could have done to win their first World Series since 1917. But I mean, that series, I think, I don't know, I'm going to look it up later, but I think it was the lowest rated World Series. So I'm going to look that up now. Actually, last season had some of the lowest ratings. 2005 had low ratings too, but I mean, I think everybody in that of those teams, I think they wanted to see Yankees Cardinals because the Yankees, they lost to the Angels in the American League Division Series. I think everyone wanted to see Yankees Cardinals, the teams with the most world championships. They wanted to see those teams, but the White Sox and Astros, well, they got to the World Series, and I mean, you can't take that away from them. And the Astros suck now, so I mean, I don't think they're ever getting back to the World Series in like maybe 20 years, which in theory I think we might see a White Sox Astros ALCS. I think we might see that in 20 years. I think the White Sox aren't going to be, I mean, a threat. They might not make the postseason for another 5, 10 years. So it's going to be a long haul. We got to be in for rebuilding. So we'll see you guys later. Bye.